Hello dear students, good morning. Welcome to Maths IPE classes by NEET WORLD. This is your Abhilash sir. So now we'll be discussing Maths 2B, that is the chapter of Ellipse SAQs. That is the chapter of Ellipse SAQs. So when I talk about the chapter of Ellipse, okay, from here you will be getting 2 SAQs friends. How many SAQs? 2 SAQs. So each of worth 4 marks. That means what? You will be getting 4 plus 4, total 8 marks from this chapter in the section of SAQs. That is short answer question, each carrying 4 marks. 4 plus 4 you will be getting 8 marks. Okay, now let us start the discussion on ellipse. But we have already told you multiple times, other faculties, myself included, we have told multiple times that how to download the soft copy of these materials, be it Maths 2A, 2B, 1A, 1B, okay, Physics first year, second year, Chemistry first year, second year, Botany, Zoology first and second year. We have already told you the procedure how to download this copy. Please follow the procedure and download the copy and start using it so that you get benefit out of it and score full marks in each of these subjects. Clear friends? Let us start with the discussion of ellipse. So we are having ellipse here. So ellipse page number, what is it? Page number 55. Okay, got it. So we got ellipse here. So when I talk about the ellipse here, so see here friends, when I talk about the ellipse, before going to the question, I'll tell you there are 2 types of questions that they can be asked, okay, that they will be asking in ellipse. So first type is what? They will ask, one type of question that they will ask is, okay, it is based on eccentricity, foci, okay, foci, it is based on eccentricity, foci, equation of directrix, and length of latus rectum. They can ask one question from this topic. Okay, another question that they can ask, that is, I told you there will be 2 asking how many questions? 2 questions from ellipse. Okay, one question from this topic or this concept, another question they will be asking from tangents and normals. Okay, they will be asking from which topic? Tangents and normals. Clear? So we will be practicing questions, that is PYQ from this unit also, that is this concept also, and also from this concept, that is tangents and normals. Clear? So let us get started friends. Okay, let us get started. Now let us take the first question. Let me check if I am audible, if the audio is clear or not. Clear? Yeah. So we'll be practicing. It's fine. Audio is fine. Let us start with the question friends. The first question that we have, okay, question 1 that we have is, find the foci, okay, foci, eccentricity, length of latus rectum, and equation of directrix for the ellipse. Okay, for the ellipse they have given the ellipse equation for the ellipse. Okay, for the ellipse they have given the ellipse equation. What is that? They have given 9x square, okay, 9x square plus 16y square is equal to 144. Okay, now solution, what they have given, the ellipse equation is given as what? 9x square plus 16y square is equal to 144. Now see here, solution, write down what? Given ellipses, what? Given ellipses, okay, 9x square plus 16y square is equal to 144. Okay, but the standard ellipse equation is not of this form, we have to bring it to the standard form. Now what I will do, okay, divide the above equation. Here the standard equation is what friends? Standard equation of ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. But here we are having 144. So I have to eliminate 144. So divide the above equation. I will write it as above equation. Divide the above equation by 144. So what I will get? 9x square by 144. Okay, 16y square by 144 is equal to 144 by 144. So 144 I'll cancel, I'll get what? 9 ones are, this is what? 9 ones are, Okay, again 9 ones are 9 6s are. This is 9 16s are. 16 ones are 16 9s are is 144. So finally I'll have what? Therefore we'll have what? x square by 16 plus y square by 9 is equal to 1. Okay, is equal to 1. Let this be equation 1. Let this be equation 1. Okay. So I can write equation 1 is of the form. Equation 1 is of the form. Standard equation of the ellipse is what? Equation 1 is of the form. Write the standard equation of ellipse. Equation 1 is of the form. What is that? Equation 1 is of the form x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to what? Is equal to 1. Okay. Here what do we have? Here a is equal to what? A is equal to 16 square root of 16. A is equal to what? Here a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 3. Correct now? Therefore b is greater than, or it is what? Not b. It is a should be greater than b. Okay. So it is horizontal ellipse. It is horizontal ellipse. Horizontal ellipse. Okay. It is horizontal ellipse, and its center is at origin, and its center is at origin. Its center is at origin, and its center is at origin 0, 0. Now again draw a rough figure of the ellipse. Let us draw the rough figure of the ellipse here. Okay, this will be the ellipse. Okay, this is what? X square by a square, or instead of a square let us write the given equation. X square by, what is it? X square by 16 plus y square by 9 is equal to 1. This is the equation of the ellipse. Now what they are asking us? They are asking us, first thing is what they are asking, let us find out the eccentricity. Okay, eccentricity is given by what? Eccentricity of ellipse, that is E, is equal to what, friends? What is the formula that we have? Square root of 1 minus b square by a square. Don't get confused. It is b square by a square. Okay, just put the values here. So square root of 1 minus b square is what here? B square we got it as what? B square is 9. A square is what? 16. Put the value. So b is what? B is 3. B square will be 9. Okay, a is what? A is 4. A square will be 16. So this will become what? 1 minus, okay, b square is 9 divided by 16. So this will become what? 16 minus 9 by 16. That would be equal to what? E will be equal to 16 minus 9 is what, friend? 7. So it will be what? Root 7. Square root of 16 is what? 4. Okay, square root of 16 is what? 4. So we will have what? Eccentricity. Therefore eccentricity is equal to what? E is equal to root 7 by 4. This is what we have. Okay, let this be equation 2. Okay, E we got it as what? Eccentricity of the ellipse is what? Root 7 by 4 we got it. Next thing, what we have to find? Foci. Okay, foci of an ellipse is given by what, friends? Foci of an ellipse is given by foci of ellipse. Foci of ellipse is equal to, what is it? What is it that we have? AE comma 0. Okay, or I can write it as what? I can just write it as plus or minus AE comma 0. Foci of ellipse is given as what? Plus or minus AE comma 0. Here A is what, friends? Here A is what? What is the value of A? A is 4. Eccentricity is what? Root 7 by 4. Therefore we have foci. Foci is equal to what? That is equal to plus or minus. A is what? A is what? 4. E is what? Root 7 by 4 comma 0. So 4 and 4 I can cancel. I'll get it as what? Plus or minus root 7 comma 0. Foci of an ellipse, let it be S. So S is equal to foci S is equal to what? Root 7 plus or minus root 7 comma 0. This is what we'll have. Plus or minus root 7 comma 0. So foci of an ellipse. Now if I talk about directrix of an ellipse, it is what? Directric equation of an ellipse. Equation of directrix is given by what, friends? Equation of directrix is given by, is equal to 2b square by a, sorry, this is Latus rectum equation, sorry, Latus rectum value. So equation of directrix is given by x is equal to plus or minus, here it is not a into e, it is a by e. Okay, it is what? A by e. So x is equal to plus or minus, a value is what? A value is what, friends? A value is 4. Okay, a value is 4. What about e value? Root 7 by 4. This will be what? Root 7 by 4. So this would become what? X is equal to plus or minus, 4 will go, 4 4 is 16, plus or minus 16 by root 7. 16 by root 7. So x is equal to plus or minus 16 by root 7. This is what we have. Now this is what we have. This will be the equation of the directrix. I can write it. Okay, x is equal to plus or minus root 16 by, sorry, it is 16 by root 7. That will be the equation of the directrix. Or I can bring it this side. X is equal to plus or minus x is equal to plus or minus root 16, 16 by root 7, I can bring it to LHS, it will become what? X plus or minus 16 by root 7 is equal to 0. That also you can write it, okay, or you can leave it like this. Now we want to find what? Length of the lattice rectum. Length of the lattice rectum is given by what? Length of the lattice rectum is given by 2b square by a. It is what? 2b square by a. It is not 2b square by a square, it is 2b square by a. Okay, b square is what friends? See here, b square from here it is what? It is 9. b is 3, so b square is 9. A value is what? A value is what? 4. So 2b square. So this would become what? 2 into b square is what? 9. Divided by a is what? A value is 4. So length of the lattice rectum, this is what we have. So 2 ones are 2 2s are. So we will have what? Length of the lattice rectum is equal to 9 by 2 units. Okay. So we got it. So we got the value of what? See, eccentricity we got it. Eccentricity we got it. Then what is that? We got the value of foci. Next we got the value of equation of what is the directrix, then length of the lattice rectum, that is this is 9 by 2. This is 9 by 2. This is the way you got to solve this question. Clear? Fine. Let us move to the next question, friends. This is the ellipse which is where the center is at the origin. Now let us have a look at the ellipse where the question is showing that the ellipse is not having the center at origin but at some other place in the coordinate axis. Let us solve that question, very important. Clear? Let us go to that question. I think the question number is 10 or 9. Okay. Let me check. This hyperbola. Let me check the question. Okay, question number 4. Okay, okay, got it. All right, look at this question. So here they are asking what? Same thing they are asking. They are asking the same thing. Find the eccentricity, coordinates of foci, length of the lattice rectum, and equation of directrix of the following ellipse. Okay, this is the ellipse. Okay, so same thing as the previous question, but here the ellipse is equation is given like this. That means what? We have to bring it to the standard form. See here. Okay, this is asked multiple times. Okay, many years they have asked this question, so this makes it this question very important, highly important. Okay, now when the equation of the ellipse will become what? If it is not at the origin, what it will become? Okay, when it is at origin, what it will become? That we have to know. Okay, when it is origin, what is the equation of ellipse? That is standard equation of ellipse is what, friends? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Now when it is not at origin, now let us take up, before I solve this question, let me tell you the concept. So we know that equation of ellipse whose center is not at origin means, let us take it at some point, is at h comma k. Okay, is given by what? Is given by what is it? X minus h whole square by a square, same thing, x minus h whole square by a square plus y minus k whole square by b square is equal to 1. By b square is equal to 1. This is what we have. Okay, when it is at the point h comma k. Okay, now for this type of questions, how to solve, how to find out eccentricity, foci, length of the lattice rectum, and also what we have to find out? We have to find out what is that equation of directrix. So let us take up this question, friends. The question given is what? Let us take up this question. I'll just take up the question. So see here, the question that is given is, observe carefully. The question that is given is, let me take the solution. The given ellipses, we will write it as the given ellipses. The given ellipses, what is the ellipse that is given? 9x square plus 16y square, this is just the question, 16y square minus 36x plus 32y minus 92 is equal to 0. Okay, this is the given ellipse. Now see here how to solve this. Observe carefully how to solve this. Now what we will do, this implies, let us write all the x square terms together, x terms together and y terms together. This will give us what? 9x square minus 36x plus 16y square plus 32y minus 92 is equal to 0. Okay, is equal to 0. Now can I take something common here? Yes, I can take common. So here I can take what? 9 if I take common, this will become what? X square minus 4x. Okay, here I can take what? 16 I can take common. Okay, 16 if I take common, 16 into y square plus 2y minus 92 is equal to 0. Now we have already done with integration, that is definite integrals and also indefinite integration. There we used to do what? Completing the square method. There we used to look for the coefficient of x. With the coefficient of x we used to multiply half and then we used to square and add it and subtract it. Same thing follow here. The coefficient of x is what, friends? Here it is 4. So if you multiply by half it will become 2. So add 2 square and subtract 2 square from it. Here the coefficient of y is what? 2. So if you multiply by half you will get what? 1. So add 1 square and subtract 1 square from this equation. So this would become what? This implies 9 into x square minus 4x plus 2 square. Okay, or 2 square means I will directly write it as what? Okay, let me write one more step. 2 square minus 2 square. Okay, minus 2 square. Minus 2 square, this would be the equation, plus 16 into y square plus 2y plus 1 square minus 1 square minus 92 is equal to 0. Now what I will write this? I will write this as 9 into, okay, within square bracket, x square minus 4x plus 4, this will be minus 4, I will keep it outside. Okay, this will be what? 16 into y square within the square bracket, y square plus 2y plus 1, okay, this will be minus 1 outside within the square bracket, but within the square bracket this is equal to 0. Clear? Now what I am having? X square minus 4x plus 4. X square minus 4x plus 4, this is nothing but what, friends? This is nothing but x minus 2 whole square, correct? So this is nothing but 9 into, what is that we having? Okay, 9 into x minus 2 whole square minus 4. Okay, x minus 2 whole square minus 4 plus 16 into, this is what? Okay, what is that we are having? A square plus 2ab plus 1, that is what? B square. So this is nothing but equal to what? Y plus 1 whole square. Okay, y plus 1 whole square minus 1. Okay, y plus 1 whole square minus 1. Y plus 1 whole square. Y plus 1 whole square minus 1. Okay, 16 into y plus 1 whole square minus 1 minus 92. Write it as it is equal to 0. Clear till here? Now observe carefully. These steps are very important. Multiply by 9 throughout. I mean, for this equation multiply by 9, for this you multiply by 16. Let us see what we will get. Okay, 9 into x minus 2 whole square, 9 4s are 36 plus 16 into y plus 1 whole square. This basic calculation, that's it. 16 into minus 1 is minus 16, minus 92 is equal to 0. Now what I can write this? Let us take all the constants to the RHS. So this will become what? This will become 9x minus 2 whole square plus 16 y plus 1 whole square is equal to, okay, 92 plus 16 plus 36. Okay, 92 plus 16 plus 36. So what I will have, friends? I will have, okay, 9 into x minus 2 whole square. Why I am doing this? I want to bring it to a form, that is the form of x minus h whole square by h square is plus y minus k whole square by b square is equal to 1. I want to bring it to that form. I will bring it to that form here. Now plus 16 into y plus 1 whole square. So that would be equal to what? See, 16 plus 36 is 52, 52 plus 92, 52 plus 92, 50 plus 90 is 140, 2 plus 2 is 4. So that would be equal to 144. That would be equal to 144. Now what I will do? Divide by 144 throughout. Divide by 144 throughout. What I will have? Okay, 9 by 144, this implies, you have to write everywhere. Okay, each and every step carries marks. So this implies 9 by 144 into x minus 2 whole square, 16 by 144 into, what is that? Y plus 1 whole square plus 144 by 144. Clear? Now this and this cancels. Okay, here 9 ones are 9, 16s are, this is what? 16 ones are 16 9s are. Okay, so this gives us what? X minus 2 whole square by 16 plus y plus 1 whole square by 9 is equal to 1. Okay, is equal to 1. Okay, or I can write this as what? X minus 2 whole square by 4 square plus y plus 1 whole square by 3 square is equal to 1. Okay, let us write this as equation 1. Okay, equation 1 is of the form. Equation 1 is of the form. You have to write it. Very important step. Equation 1 is of the form. You have to write it. Equation 1 is of the form. Then only you will get marks. This carries marks. This steps carries, okay, 1 mark. You have to write this. Very important. Equation 1 is of the form. Don't directly solve it. Equation 1 is of the form, what is it? X minus h whole square by a square plus y minus k whole square by b square is equal to 1. Okay, is equal to 1. But what about, what is the value of h, what is the value of k, what is the value of a, what is the value of b? You have to write it here. Write it here. What is the value of h? Okay, h is equal to what? This is x minus h, this is x minus 2. That means h is equal to 2. Here y minus k, here y plus 1. So k is equal to minus 1, I should write it, because it is plus 1, here it is minus. K is equal to minus 1. So a is equal to what? A is equal to 4. B is equal to what? B is equal to 3. Clear? This is what we got. Now for this equation we have to find what? Eccentricity, we have to find foci, we have to find latus rectum, length of the latus rectum, we have to find the equation of what? We have to find the equation of, what is it? Equation of directrix. We have to find the equation of directrix. That's it. That's it. Now let us take up, first thing is what? Eccentricity. Eccentricity E. Eccentricity E. See, no matter whether it is at origin or if it is at some other point, center of the ellipse, eccentricity will remain the same. E is given by, the formula is square root of 1 minus b square by a square. So E is equal to square root of 1 minus b square is what? It is nothing but what? 9. A square is what? 16. Correct? So this will be, E is equal to 16 minus 9 is what? 7 by, what is that we have? 16. So E will be equal to what? Root 7 by 4. Okay, root 7 by 4. So we got, therefore eccentricity is equal to what? Root 7 by 4. Now, okay, foci, let us take it as S is given by what? Foci S is given by what? So here let us draw the figure also. Okay, let us draw the figure also. So here the ellipse will be, see here ellipse will be somewhere here. Okay, this center let it be h comma k. Okay, h comma k. Okay, let it be h comma k. Now see here h comma k is the center. Now also here, see here A is greater than B. Okay, here A is greater than B. A is greater than P. So this is what? This is horizontal ellipse. Write down. This is horizontal ellipse. Horizontal major axis. See, major axis will be the x-axis, towards the x-axis. Horizontal ellipse. Again, this will be horizontal ellipse. You have to write down. Okay. Foci. Equation of foci is given by what, friends? Equation of foci is given by, it is plus or minus. Okay. Plus or minus, or I can write it as what? Plus or minus. What I should write it? Equation of foci. That is what? H plus or minus. You can write it. Okay. H plus or minus. Instead of writing outside, you can write it as what? H plus or minus AE, comma, there you should write what? AE, comma 0. Here it is H plus or minus AE, A into E, comma, instead of 0 you have to write K. So that will become what? H is what, friends? H is nothing but what? H value is what? H value is 2. H value is 2 plus or minus. A value is what? A value is 4. Okay, 4 into E is what? E is root 7 by 4. E is root 7 by 4. Comma K is what? K, I think it is minus 2. K it is minus 1. Okay, K is minus 1. K is minus 1. This will be what? A is 4. Correct na? A is 4. See, I think in this question, let us see 1 minute. Okay, that is correct. Okay, it is correct. Okay. Now see here. This will become what? 4 and 4 I can cancel. So this will be what? 2 plus or minus root 7 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. This is the foci. 2 plus or minus root 7 comma minus 1. This is the foci, friends. 2 plus or minus root 7 minus 1 comma minus 1 is the foci, friends. Okay. Now equation of directrix. Equation of directrix. Equation of directrix. Equation of directrix. This is given by, what is it? Equation of directrix, x is equal to, okay, h plus or minus, h plus or minus, what is it? H plus or minus a by e. Okay, h plus or minus a by e. This is the equation of directrix. Okay, so here x is equal to, what is that? H is what? H value is what? H value is 2. 2 plus or minus, a is what? A value is 4. E is what? E is root 7 by 4. Okay, what I'll get? X is equal to 2 plus or minus 4 will go up, 16 by root 7. 16 by root 7. This is what I'll have. Now I can write this as what? X is equal to, okay, if I take LCM, this will become 2 root 7 plus or minus 16 by root 7. So I can write it as what? I can send root 7 this side. So root 7x is equal to 2 root 7 plus or minus 16. So this is the equation of directrix. This is the equation of right directrix. So what is left out? Don't forget anything. What is left out? That is length of the latus rectum. Length of the latus rectum, that is given by same as what is that? Eccentricity. Latus rectum also won't change. Length doesn't change. Doesn't matter where the center is. Eccentricity also doesn't change. Doesn't matter where the center of ellipse is. Be it at origin or at some other point. That is h comma k. So length of the latus rectum is what, friends? 2b square by a. It is not a square. 2b square by a. So 2b square. B square is what? B square is 9, that is 3 square. By A is what? By A is 4. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. So length of the latus rectum is what, friends? It will be 9 by 2. Length of the latus rectum is 9 by 2. Clear? 9 by 2. Clear? So this is how you got to solve this question, friends. I hope it is clear to all of you. So this is the variation in the question that we solved previously. There the center was at origin. Here the center is not at the origin. That's all. Okay? Clear? Let us move to the next question. Let us move to the next question. Let us move to the next question. Okay. Okay, let us take up this 9th question. So they were given, find the equation of tangent, not this one I think, so not this one, let us see, 11th I think, 11th. Okay, 9th, 11th one, see here, they have asked, see here, observe carefully what they have asked. They are asking, find the eccentricity of the ellipse in standard form. Eccentricity of the ellipse in standard form. Okay, if its length of the latus rectum is equal to half its major axis. Half its major axis. Length of the latus rectum is equal to half its major axis. Okay, length of the latus rectum is equal to half its major axis. That is what we have to find out. Okay, that is what we have to find out. So let us take up this question. Okay, let us take up this question, friends. Solution. Okay, solution. So see here, solution. They were given length of the latus rectum is equal to half its major axis. Major axis. Okay. For ellipse, standard form. For ellipse in standard form. Okay. For ellipse, okay. Standard form they have told x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Major axis is what? Major axis is 2 times a. Major axis is 2 times a. Therefore, okay. Length of the latus rectum is what, friends? Length of the latus rectum. Therefore, LLR, therefore length of the latus rectum is half into major axis is half into 2 times a. Okay, length of the latus rectum is what? It is nothing but equal to 2b square by a is equal to half and half cancel, I will get a. So 2b square will be equal to a square. 2b square will be equal to a square, or I can write what? B square is equal to a square by 2. B square is equal to a square by 2. Let this be equation 1. Okay, also we have okay, what is that we have? Also we have for ellipse, also we have for ellipse, okay, for ellipse, that is standard ellipse, we have b square is equal to 1 minus e square, where e is what? Eccentricity. Okay, 1 minus e square into a square, 1 minus e square into a square, but b square here is what, friends? A square by 2. B square is here is what, friends? A square by 2. So let this be equation 2. Okay, so this implies instead of b square I can write what? A square by 2 is equal to 1 minus e square. That I can write it as what? I can write it as that I can write it as what? A square into e square a square. Okay, e square a square, I am multiplying a square. Therefore using what? Therefore using 1. I have used 1. Okay, I have used 1, that is b square is equal to a square by 2. That is what I have used. Now this will become what? Okay, I can take a square common here, a square by 2. This will be what I can take it. This is, I can take it as a square if I take common. Already it is common only, right? No need to multiply. No need to multiply this. This I can take it as what? I can take it as 1 minus e square into a square. Okay, this will become what? Okay, so this will become what? 1 minus e square into a square. I can cancel a square I can cancel. I will get what, friends? I will get what? Okay, I will get it as what? This will be 1 into, this will be 2 times 1 minus e square. 2 times 1 minus e square. So I can write it as what? 1 is equal to 2 into minus 2 e square. This is what I will have. So 2e square will be equal to 2e square will be equal to 2 minus 1. So 2e square will be equal to 1. So this implies what? E square is equal to 1 by 2. Correct? E square is equal to 1 by 2. Now what I'll have? E will be equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, E will be equal to 1 by root 2. Clear? So the value of E will be eccentricity E will be equal to 1 by root 2. Clear? It's a required. You have to write it. It's the required eccentricity. It's a required eccentricity of the ellipse. It's a required eccentricity of the ellipse. Clear? It's the required eccentricity of the ellipse. This is how you have to write it. It's the required eccentricity of the ellipse. Okay, next question. Next question. So till now equation of the ellipse was given. They were asking eccentricity or something like that. Now look at this question, 12th question. They are asking what? Observe this. They are asking, see here, they only given it passes through minus 2 comma 2 and 3 comma minus 1. They are asking us to find equation of the ellipse in standard form. Equation of the ellipse in standard form, why they are telling? That means what? Standard form here refers to that center is at origin. Center is at origin. Okay, equation of ellipse in standard form they are asking. That means what? Standard form, whenever they say, you have to know that center is at origin. Okay, now let us start the question, friends. Okay, solution. Let the required standard equation of ellipse be, what is it? Ellipse be, what is it? X square by a square plus y square by b square. Okay, y square by b square. Let us write it. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. Let us take it. Let this be equation 1. Now they are telling what? Okay, equation 1, that is this ellipse passes through what they are telling? Passes through 2 points. Let us take the first point, that is the points are what? Minus 2 comma 2 and 3 comma minus 1. Okay, passes through. Let us take the first point, minus 2 comma 2. Okay, minus 2 comma 2. Let us write the figure also. See here, let us write the figure also. This will be the figure. Okay, this will be the center, 0 comma 0. Okay, rough figure. Okay, it passes through 2 points, minus 2 comma 2. Okay, minus 2 comma 2, minus 2 comma 2. Let this be point A. Another point is what? Another point is 3 comma minus 1, 3 comma minus 1, 3 comma minus 1, let it be like this, 3 comma minus 1, roughly I am writing, let this be 3. So passes through A, minus 2 comma 2, therefore we have what? Wherever we have x and y, we have to put it as what? Minus 2 and plus 2 for x and y. So minus 2 comma 2, this will be xy, I am just writing it. So this will become, therefore we have, okay, what? X square is what? Minus 2 square, okay, minus 2 square by a square plus b square is what? 2 square by b square is equal to 1. This implies minus 2 square is 4 by a square. This is what? 4 by b square is equal to 1. If I take 4 outside, this I will get it as what? 4 times 1 by a square plus 1 by b square is equal to 1. That means what? That implies 1 by a square plus 1 by b square is equal to what? 1 by 4. Let this be equation 2. Now equation 1 also passes through another point, that is 3 comma minus 1. Okay, equation 1 passes through another point, passes through B, 3 comma minus 1. Therefore we have what? Therefore we have here 3 is what? X. Okay, x comma y. This is x comma y. So this will become what? 3 square by a square plus minus 1 square by b square will be equal to 1. Now what we should do? Simplify this. This implies 9 by a square plus 1 by minus 1 square is 1 itself. B square is equal to 1. Okay, b square is equal to 1. Okay, this is what we can do. 9 by a square plus 1 by b square is equal to 1. Let us take this as equation 3. Now what we will do? We will do equation 2 minus 3. Okay, now let us do now Now do equation 2 minus equation 3, because what, we want to get a square and b square, then only we will get the standard equation. Okay, then only we will get the standard equation. Okay, now let us go to the next page. Equation 2 minus 3. Equation 2 minus 3. Equation 2 is what? 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. Okay, 1 by a square plus 1 by b square minus this is minus 9 by a square. Okay, minus 9 by a square plus 1 by b square. This is what? This is LHS. RHS what we are having? What we are having? 1 by 4 minus 1. 1 by 4 minus 1. We are having 1 by 4 minus 1. This is what we are having. Now 1 by a square. Let me write all the a square terms together. 1 by a square minus 9 by a square. This is one thing. Okay. Plus 1 by b square. This is what? Plus into minus is minus. Minus 1 by b square. Okay. This is equal to what? 1 by 4 minus 1. So this will be what? 1 minus 4 by 4. So 1 by a square minus a square. Okay. This will become what? This will become minus 8 by a square. Minus 8 by a square. This will be what? Plus 1 by b square minus 1 by b square is cancel. I can cancel. So this will become what? 1 minus, what is this? Minus 8 by a square will be equal to 1 minus 4 is minus 3 by 4. Okay. So that implies what? 8 by a square minus minus I can cancel. 8 by a square is 3 by 4. Or a square is what? I can write a square is equal to 4 8 is 32. 32. 4 8 is 32 by 3. Okay. A square is equal to 4 8 is 32 by 3. Okay, a square is equal to 4 8 is 32 by 3. Put value of a square. Okay, put value of a square. See, put the value of a square in what is this? Equation 2. Put value of a square in equation 2. In equation 2. In equation 2. We get what? We get 1 by a square. 1 by a square is what? We get 1 by a square means this will become 32 by 3. 32 by 3 means this will become 3 by 32. Plus what is this b square plus 1 by b square plus 1 by b square is equal to 1 by 4 we have. Okay. Now 1 by b square is equal to 1 by 4 minus 3 by 32 minus 3 by 32. LCM is 32. 4 will divide 32 means 32 will be the LCM. So 1 by b square is equal to, what is that? We are having LCM. LCM will be 32. Okay. 4 8 is 32. 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 by 32. So 1 by b square is what? Okay. 5 by 32. Okay. So b square value will be equal to what? B square value will be equal to, okay, b square value will be equal to 32 by 5. B square value will be equal to 32 by 5. Let this be. Okay. This is what we are having. Okay. This is what we are having. Now put the values of, put the values of a square and b square in equation 1. In equation 1, what do we get? We get what is that? We get x square by a square. X square by a square is what? X square by a square is what? 32 by 3. 32 by 3. X square by 32 by 3 plus b square is what? Y square by b square. B square is what? 32 by 5 is equal to 1. This implies this will become what? This implies this 3 will go up. Okay. 3x square plus 5y square by 32 is equal to 1. By 32 is equal to 1. Or this I can write it as what? 3x square plus 5y square is equal to 32. Okay. We'll get it in the standard form. This is what we'll get it. Okay. This is what we'll get it. Or you can further simplify it as, okay, 3 by 32 x square plus 5 by 32 y square is equal to 1 is the required equation of the ellipse. You can write it in any form. Okay. You can write it in any form. Okay. Or you can write it, keep it in this form only. You can keep it in this form. Is the standard equation of the ellipse. You can keep it in this form. Okay. 3x square plus 5y square is equal to 32 is the required equation of the ellipse. Clear, friends? This is the way you got to solve this question. Got it? This is the way you got to solve this question, friends. Clear? One more. Okay, let us go to one more question. So look at this question. So they are telling, find the equation of the ellipse in standard form. Okay, find the equation of the ellipse in standard form. See here, find the equation of the ellipse in standard form. Okay, where the distance between foci is 2 and the length of the rectus rectum is 15 by 2. Okay, the distance between foci is 2 and the length of the rectus rectum is 15 by 2. Okay, find the equation of the ellipse in standard form means x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. That is mandatory, that is the thing. Okay, solution. Let the standard equation of ellipse be, what is it? Ellipse be x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. Okay, let us take it like this. Okay, now given, okay, distance between foci, distance between foci, that is 2 times AE, distance between foci is 2 times AE. Okay, plus AE to minus AE to minus AE, it is 2 times AE is what? It is given to be 2. So therefore this implies AE is equal to what? AE is equal to 1. This implies AE is equal to 1, except or A is equal to what? The value of A. The value of A will be equal to what, friends? The value of A will be equal to, or I can write the value of E or A. Okay, let us keep it as it is. Let this be here as it is. Therefore A is equal to 1. Let us keep it as it is. Let this be equation 2. Okay, now it is given here also it is given length of latus rectum is equal to what? 15 by 2. Correct now? Length of latus rectum, it is 15 by 2. Okay, 15 by 2 or what? It is given to be 15 by 2. Okay, 15 by 2. Okay, length of latus rectum is given to be 15 by 2. 15 by 2. 15 by 2. 15 by 2. So length of latus rectum is what, friends? It is nothing but equal to 2b square by a is equal to what? 15 by 2. So I can write what? B square. So I can write it as what? 2b square is equal to 15a by 2. 15a by 2. Okay, so b square I can write it as what? 15 by 4 times a. 15 by 4 times a. B square I can write it as what? 15 by 4 times a. Okay, 15 by 4 times a. This is what I can write it. Okay, let this be 3. Let this be 3. Now for ellipse, same as the previous questions, we have, for ellipse we have b square is equal to 1 minus e square into a square. 1 minus e square into a square. Now what I will do, I will multiply this. B square is equal to a square minus a square e square. I will multiply. So b square, what is the value of b square? 15 by 4. 15 by 4 times a whole square. Okay, a square, let me keep it as it is. A square e square. A square e square is what? That is ae whole square. I can write it as what? Ae whole square. Ae whole square. So this will be equal to what? 15 square is what, friends? 15 square is 225. 4 square is 16. Okay, 225. 4 square is 16. 225 by 16. A square is a square minus ae square. Ae square is what? 1 square. Okay, that is 1. So 225 by 16 a square. Okay, what we are having? B square itself is 15 by a, right? No need to square this. B square itself is 15 by. B square itself is 15 by. Be careful. Okay, this will become what? 15 by 4a. This will be 15 by 4a is equal to a square minus 1 is equal to a square minus 1. So 15a is equal to 4 times a square minus 1. So I can write it as what? 15a is equal to 4 times a square minus 4. Okay, if I send it that side, I'll get it as what? 4a square. Okay, minus 15a minus 4 is equal to 0. This is what I'll be having. Correct? This is what I'll be having. So see here, 4a square minus 15a minus 4. Okay, 4a square minus 15a minus 4. Okay, minus 15a minus 4. This is what I'll be having. Now this I can further what? I can simplify this as this. I can solve the quadratic equation that is in A. Quadratic equation in A. So 4a square, okay, minus 16a, okay, minus 16a plus a minus 4 is equal to 0. So here what I can take common? 4a I can take common. 4a if I take common, this will become what? 4a if I take common, this will become a minus 4. This plus I can take what, plus this will become a minus 4 is equal to 0. I'll have what, I'll have a minus 4 into 4a plus 1 is equal to 0. That will give us what, a is equal to 4, a is equal to minus 1 by 4. This is not possible, okay, not possible, because here a cannot be negative, a cannot be a is less than 0, not possible. A is less than 0 means it is not possible, because, or I can write as therefore a should be greater than 0. I should write it, a should be greater than 0, okay, it should be greater than 0. Now a is equal to, therefore a is equal to 4 is a value, we will take it, okay, a is equal to 4. What will happen to b square? Therefore b square is equal to what, 15 times a by 4. That means what, 15 into 4 by 4. So 4 cancels, so b square is what, b square is 15. Okay, what about a square? A square is what, 4 square is 16. So the required standard equation of the ellipse, therefore the equation 1 becomes what, equation 1 becomes, okay, equation 1 becomes x square by a square is what, 16, y square by b square is what, 15, that is equal to 1. X square by 16 plus y square by 15, that is equal to 1 is the required equation of the ellipse. Is the required equation of the ellipse, you have to write it like this. Clear? Is the required equation of the ellipse, you got to write it like this, friends. Clear? So we have done, okay, almost all the questions pertaining to what, eccentricity, foci, length of the lattice rectum, and also equation of directrix. Okay, now pertaining to what, that is ellipse is at center, is at origin, and ellipse center whose center is not at origin. All these type of questions we have done. Now let us solve one or two questions. Okay, one question we will solve, that is there on tangents and normals, very important. Okay, one question that is there on tangents and normal. Okay, question number 9. Next question, see here, they are asking, see here, find the equation of, they are telling, find the equation of tangent and normal to the ellipse 2x square plus 3y square is equal to 11. 2x square plus 3y square is equal to 11. Okay, whose ordinate is 1. Okay, or let us solve some other question. Okay, better than this we will solve the 13th question, where it will be covering both tangents and normal in an exclusive way. So see, let us solve 13th question. That is very important question, they have asked many times. Let us solve this question only, they have asked recently also. So they are asking what, they are asking us to find the equation of tangents to the ellipse. Okay, this is the ellipse, which are parallel to this line, perpendicular to this line. Another one is, let us take down, making angle 45 degree, making angle 45 degree with x axis. Okay, like this also they have asked. Okay, make an angle 45 degree with x axis. If you are finding tangents, normals is easy. See tangents, see here, tangents, see tangents, if you talk about tangents and normals are what, they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, tangents and normals are perpendicular to each other. So that means what, for tangent if I am getting the slope is equal to m is equal to 1 means, if I am getting slope is equal to what, let tangent slope is equal to, let us tangent slope m1 is equal to 1 means, okay, for normal slope m2 will be equal to minus 1, or if I take 1 by 2, this will be equal to what, this will be equal to minus 2. Okay, why, tangent and normal are perpendicular though, so therefore m1 m2 will be equal to minus 1. Okay, clear, got it. Now parallel line slope means m1 will be equal to m2, that is what you have to remember. Now let us take up this question. Okay, let us take up this question. First thing is what, the equation of the tangents to the normal. They have given the equation of the ellipse. Okay, they have given the equation of the ellipse. Let us take up the equation. Solution, very important question. Solution, the given equation of ellipse is, 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 what is that, the equation they have given, 2x square plus y square is equal to 8. This is what they have given. Okay, 2x square plus y square is equal to 8. Now this implies, this can be written as what, 2x square by 8 plus y square by 8 is equal to 1. Okay, or this I can write it as what, 2x square by 8, okay, 2x square by 8 plus y square by 8 is equal to 1, or 2 and this I can cancel, this I will get it as what, x square by 4 plus y square by 8 is equal to 1. Here a is equal to what, here a is equal to 2 and b is equal to what, square root of 4, square root of 8 is, b is equal to square root of 8, that is 4 into 2, that is 2 root 2, okay, 2 root 2, b is equal to 2 root 2, this is what I will get it, clear. Now what they are asking us, they are asking us find the equation of tangent, okay, to the ellipse parallel to x minus 2y minus 4, okay, parallel to x minus 2y minus 4. First thing is what, first thing is equation of tangent, equation of tangent, what is it, equation of tangent, equation of tangent, what is it, first thing is equation of tangent to ellipse, okay, ellipse, okay, that is parallel to, let this be equation 1, parallel to what is it, parallel to what is it, parallel to what is the line that they have given, the line that is given is the line that is given is x minus 2y minus 4, x minus 2y minus 4, okay, x minus 2y minus 4, okay, x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0, right, is equal to x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0, x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Let us write this in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, okay. Now minus 2y can be written as minus x plus 4, or what I can write it, y can be written as x by 2, okay, x by 2 minus 2, because 4 by minus 2, I will bring it down, means x by 2 minus 2. So this will be what, y is equal to mx plus c. So here m is equal to what, here slope m is equal to what, I got it as 1 by 2. Therefore the required equation of tangent, the required equation of tangent is given by, the required equation of tangent is given by y is equal to mx plus or minus square root of, okay, a square m square plus, what is it, a square m square plus, what is the equation that we have, a square m square plus b square, correct na, a square m square plus b square, this is what we have, okay, this is the required equation of tangent, we have to make a note of it, very important, okay. The required equation of tangent is given by what, y is equal to mx plus or minus a square m square, square root of a square m square plus b square, square root of a square m square plus b square. Now y is equal to, observe here, y is equal to, what is the slope we got, what is the slope we got, y is equal to, what is the slope we got, friends? What is the slope we got, just now we found out the slope, that is slope is what, 1 by 2, okay, into x plus or minus m square is what, 1 by 2 square, that is 1 by 4, a square is what, a square is 2 square, that is 4, plus b square is what, b square is 8, b square we have it as 8, okay. What I will do, 4 and 4 I will cancel, y is equal to 1 by 2x plus or minus, what is that we have, square root of 9, that implies 1 by 2x square root of plus or minus 9 means square root of 9 means it is 3. So what I am having, y is equal to 1 by 2x plus or minus 3, okay. So this is 2y is equal to x plus or minus 6, 2y is equal to x plus or minus 6, or the equation of the tangent, what I can write it, I can write it as x plus or minus 6, right, I can write it as x minus 2y plus or minus 6 is equal to 0. The required equation of tangent is x minus 2y plus or minus 6, okay. X minus 2y plus or minus 6 is the required equation of tangent, is the required equation of tangent, is the required equation of tangent. If they ask normal, same thing, what you will do, see I will write the concept, if equation of tangent is given like this, if equation of tangent is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then equation of normal will become what, equation of normal will become bx minus ay plus k is equal to 0, okay, that is what it becomes. This you have to make it note of it, okay. Equation of tangent perpendicular to this line, okay. Now first step is done, parallel to this line is done, then second sub question, see here, okay, second sub question is perpendicular to this line, x plus y is equal to minus 2, okay, x plus y is equal to minus 2 or plus 2. Next is what, equation of tangent to the ellipse perpendicular to perpendicular to x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, here this implies I can write it as what? Y is equal to minus x minus 2. Okay, y is equal to minus x minus 2. Here what is it? Here slope is equal to what? Y slope, if I compare to y is equal to mx plus this slope is m is equal to minus 1. Slope m is equal to minus 1 I am getting. Slope I am getting m is equal to minus 1, correct na? So here slope m1 is equal to minus 1. So the line slope of the line perpendicular to it. Okay, slope m is equal to, I will write it as what? m1 is equal to minus 1. Okay, the slope of the line perpendicular to x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0 is given by what? Is given by, okay, m2 is equal to plus 1. Why? Because therefore m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. That means what? If this is minus 1, this should be plus 1. Okay, if this is minus 1, this should be plus 1. Okay, if this is minus 1, this should be plus 1. Clear? Now the required equation of the normal or the required equation of the tangent, okay. Equation of the tangent we have to find it, correct now? How to find out tangent, okay. So therefore the required equation of tangent, the perpendicular to this means what? The required equation of tangent is what? The required equation of tangent is what? What we should write it? The condition is what? It is given by y is equal to mx plus or minus a square m square plus b square. Okay, y is equal to m is what here? M value is what? This is the value we should take, 1. Okay, x plus or minus a square m square, we already got it. A square is what, friends? A square is 4. M square is what? M is what here? 1. Okay, 1 square is 1 square plus b square. B square, what is the value we got here? Okay, b square, what is the value we got? 8. B square, what is the value we got? It is 8. Okay, it is 8. It is 8. Now y is equal to x plus or minus 4 into 1 square is 4. 4 plus 8, 12. Okay, so y is equal to x plus or minus 12 can be written as what? 4 into 3. So that means I can write it as 2 root 3. So therefore, okay, what I can write it? X minus y, okay, x minus y plus or minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the tangent. Is the required equation of the tangent, friends. Is the required equation of the tangent. Now when they ask this one, see, I told you making an angle of 45 degree with x axis. That time what? Okay, slope m is equal to tan theta. Here theta is what? 45 degree. M is equal to tan 45. So m is equal to 1. Tan 45 is 1. Now apply same thing. Y is equal to mx plus or minus square root of a square m square plus b square. But here m is equal to what? 1. Put the value of 1. You will get the same as the previous answer. Clear? This is the way you got to solve this question, friends. Clear? X minus y plus or minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the tangent. Clear? Got it, everyone? This is the way you got to solve this question when it comes to tangents. Now let us see one question that is having normal. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Where we have done tangents, this is fine. That's enough. Okay, so here only I have told you how to find normal also. See these concepts here. Equation of tangent is this, means equation of normal will be what? Bx minus ay plus k is equal to 0. We have to put the value of x and y, we will get the value of k is equal to something. Then put the value of k, you will get the equation of normal. For the same question you find out normal by yourself. That is the thing you have to do it by yourself. If they ask normal, okay, same procedure you have to follow. That's it. Okay, so this is the way we have to solve this question, friends. So we have done the questions based on concept of eccentricity, foci, equation of directrix, length of the lattice rectum. For the ellipse where the center is at origin, and also for the ellipse where center is not at the origin, that is of the form x minus h whole square by a square plus y minus k whole square by b square is equal to 1. Next, then we solve the questions based on tangents and normals. Okay, for tangent and normal, the required equation of the tangent is given by what? Y is equal to mx plus or minus square root of a square m square plus b square. Please remember this. Now, if they are telling parallel line, find the given line, you have to write it in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So whatever the slope you get, that will be m value will be the same as the parallel. For parallel line, slope is equal to what? M1 is equal to M2. If they are asking what? If they are asking perpendicular line, whatever you are getting that slope, you have to take along with the change in the sign. If it is plus, it will become minus. If it is minus, it will become plus. You have to take the reciprocal. Why? If it is for two perpendicular lines, what is that we have? By the knowledge of straight lines, the slope is what? M1 M2 is equal to minus 1. Okay, M1 M2 is equal to minus 1. For parallel lines, M1 is equal to M2. Clear, friends? These are the concepts we must know. So 2 questions you are getting from ellipse. If you have solved this, if you revise this class, okay, and solve these questions at least 2 to 3 times, you will be able to do well in the examination. Clear? And you should not leave these ellipse questions. Please attempt this question because they are easy. Okay, and you will get the answer very easily. And the calculation part is also very less. Clear? Alright, thank you. I will wind up now. Let's meet in the next session with the new concept. Take care.